last guy cheated in 2 months. Now he's dating her. He's with her. She doesn't even have all her stuff together, and she's not as pretty. Why is that? Why do guys do that? Let me tell you from a guy's point of view. She's easier to be with. The bar's not set so high. She doesn't have such high standards. He doesn't have to put forth any effort to be with her. He doesn't have to pretend to be something he's not, because she accepts him for the low-value man that he is. And you know what? You should be thankful that someone drug him away, because the longer you're with a low-valued man, the lower your value becomes as well.
It's a common belief among some individuals that being a high-value man is important in attracting and retaining romantic partners, as well as gaining respect and success in other areas of life. Being a high-value man typically refers to having qualities such as confidence, financial stability, ambition, and positive character traits. However, it is important to remember that everyone is unique and there is no one-size-fits-all definition of what makes a high-value person. Ultimately, it's important to focus on being the best version of yourself and building meaningful relationships based on mutual respect, trust, and genuine connection.
Somebody gotta say it, and I be the bitch to say it. Y'all booty head ass bitches be wanting shit from a man that you ain't even willing to give your motherfucking self. How the fuck you got high ass standards with low ass value, bitch? You don't want a man with a regular job, but bitch, you got a regular job. You don't want a man with kids, but it was your abortion baby birthday like 2 weeks ago, bitch. You want him to pay for your hair and nails, but if he asks you for a haircut money and fucking pedicure money, you'll be looking at this nigga like he crazy. You want him to pay your rent and all your bills, but bitch, you've been behind on your rent for 7 months, and bitch, we only on month 6. You don't want him to call you bitches, but you let your motherfucking friends do it. You want him to fulfill you, but you don't know how much of your motherfucking self missing. You need him to lead you, but bitch, you trying to pick the motherfucking destination. Baby girl, you gotta raise your value in order to raise your motherfucking standards with your booty head ass. A low-value woman cannot attract a high-value man. You want shit that you ain't willing to give and wonder why you ain't getting it. Life is about reciprocation, bitch. What you give is what you get. But don't shoot the messenger. I'm out of here, bitch!
It's important for individuals, regardless of gender, to maintain their self-respect and independence. Accommodating under someone else may result in losing one's own identity and autonomy. It's important to have healthy boundaries and relationships based on mutual respect and equality.
If you don't have a secure man, run. You're in trouble. Because this man needs to be secure in the house and out the house. He needs to know, I got a good woman by my side. I don't care how many men want her. I know she gonna hold me down. And he shouldn't have to belittle you. He shouldn't have to belittle you to make you feel lower, so that you can have a low self-esteem, so that he can feel better about himself.
It is important for a man to feel secure and confident in his relationship, but it is not necessary to rely solely on a woman for validation or a sense of security. A healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and support, and both partners should contribute to the well-being of the relationship. It is also important for a man to focus on his own personal growth and fulfillment, rather than seeking it solely through his relationship with a woman. Let's talk about the top 10 things that make a woman worthless in today's man's eyes. Because she is not used to taking care of herself, a low-value woman does not make any efforts to better herself or her relationships with others. As a result, she does not contribute anything positive to her relationships or the lives of those around her. She is used to having her every need met, so a low-value woman is not a good long-term partner and can only be a burden. You must learn to identify a low-value woman if you are a high-value man or have had negative experiences with low-value women in the past. Just what are some of the traits and characteristics of women who are considered to be of low value? Let's talk about how to spot a low-quality female partner, and what to do about it. First, highly manipulative women tend to be low-value women. Many times, they will exploit others for their own gain. The type of women who cry when their beliefs or viewpoints are challenged fall into this category. These are the women who emotionally manipulate their male partners into believing that they will suffer irreparable harm if they ever try to leave them. In order to get what she wants, a low-quality emotionally manipulative woman will lie. She has a high IQ and uses it to her advantage by controlling her feelings in order to achieve her goals. She tries to deflect responsibility by assuming the role of the victim. This is where she can use phrases like, "The hurt I've already been through is hidden from your eyes." You're making a bad situation even worse for me. Why? She is unwilling to acknowledge her errors but insists on being compensated for putting her in harm's way. Cutback number 2. Using the victim card in an argument is a classic move of a low-value, emotionally manipulative woman. Every time, she plays the victim and expects the other person to make her happy by apologizing and giving her a gift. She'll bend the rules to make the world more interesting. She will never take responsibility for her own actions and will always find someone else to blame. Takes action on all of her inexcusable impulses and then makes a scene so that she can play the victim while everyone else takes the hit. She cares only about herself. She doesn't contribute anything to the conversation, but she acts as if she does. Successful men avoid dating such women because they don't want to deal with the burden of being with a low-value, self-entitled, and self-centered woman. The media has convinced them that no matter who they are or what they do, a knight in shining armor will come to take them out of their town and place them in a beautiful castle, so they portray themselves as strong independent women who choose to remain single and insist that they don't like men. Many people lack trustworthiness and the ability to display trust because they are insecure and constantly looking for ways to make themselves look bad, convinced that they don't deserve a partner. These are the women that keep tabs on their husbands' emails and phones and won't even allow them to hang out with other women. Because this is what it takes to create anything worthwhile, dating these women can make one feel stifled and underappreciated. Lifelong commitment is impossible between two people who do not have mutual faith in one another. When she's with you, she becomes goal-free ambition number 7. No matter who you are or what you do, a woman will be content with you. She has no hobbies or interests of her own and is content with whatever life throws her way. These women could achieve great things if they were driven by ambition and a focus on their careers, but instead they are either too lazy to even consider it or lack the motivation to do so. They worry that their spouse will be threatened by their ambitions. Even though some low-value women are fun to have around, dating one can drain a man's life completely. These women are appealing to men because they can stroke their egos by acting as submissive alphas and signals. However, they will not find attractive low-value women among them. She has no idea what to do next. You should partner with someone who is driven, intent, and serious about their profession. She should be a quick thinker with clear aspirations. She has no interest in working or looking for a job. She takes things at face value and is therefore passive. Because of her attractiveness, she allows others to take care of her. She has no goals or objectives in life. Obviously, joining the masses and mindlessly scrolling through Instagram and looking for a wealthy partner are not the answers. Those characteristics are typical of low-status women who desperately need the help of a wealthy businessman. Part of the reason for this is that women who are perceived to have low value tend to be extremely insecure and have low self-esteem, which brings us to our next characteristic, number 8. A low-value woman is profoundly insecure. She has a skewed view of herself, her abilities, and her place in the world, and this leads her to destructive patterns of thought and behavior, such as micromanaging, emotional manipulation, and a lack of direction in life. Both men and women need to learn to respect themselves. You can't expect others to respect you if you don't respect yourself first. It's best to steer clear of dating a low-value woman with self-esteem issues because of the unattractive ways in which her low self-esteem will likely manifest. Women with this trait constantly seek external sources of approval and reassurance and will go to great lengths to get them. A self-assured woman is not easily shaken by doubts about her own worth because she knows and accepts her limitations and doesn't need validation from others. A woman who does not have this confidence will struggle to maintain healthy relationships. She is fearful of being alone, so she is possessive, obsessive, and impulsive in her relationships with men. The utmost reliance seeking his approval and reinforcement on a regular basis sends the message that she is insecure and unsure of herself and will need his approval for the rest of her life. Moreover, if the woman does nothing, the man will feel obligated to legitimize everything she does, which is impossible. This will lead to an unhealthy relationship. To put it bluntly, 10 is a materialist. It's not the same thing to be a woman who enjoys wearing designer clothes as it is to be able to pull them off successfully. A woman who knows her worth will work hard so that she can buy whatever designer clothes she wants. If a woman does not have a low value, she will attempt to manipulate a man into spending a large sum of money on that $5,000 designer outfit by making him believe that her worth is directly proportional to the price tag on the bag she wants. A woman is someone who, because it makes her feel good about herself, wants to dress in the most expensive clothes, shoes, electronics, and everything else there is, and who will do nothing to earn these things herself, instead forcing and coercing her male partner to do so. It's true that the woman you choose to marry is the single most consequential choice you'll make in terms of your financial future. The video is now over. Help out by giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel.